Alright, so before we start, I just want to make a quick disclaimer that this video is mostly in our point of view of China. This is what we think, what we experienced. Everyone's experience will be different, so my best advice is just to keep an open mind.
Okay, so I'm Bryce. I came from France, Lyon, and I'm in Shanghai studying Chinese languages and English management.
I'm Anthony. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm studying international business and marketing.
Okay, my name is Sharee. I'm from Chicago and I'm studying finance.
Hey y'all, my name is Kevin. I'm from Florida. I'm studying international relations and public administration.
I came to China to learn more about the culture, widen my horizons on the world, and make more connections.
I came to China so I could better understand the Chinese people. I'm pretty good with Chinese. I studied 3 years, but I am trying to advance it more.
Was a dream for me since I'm a kid, and I love Chinese culture, Chinese food, Chinese martial art.
I came to China because, well, first I thought it would be interesting. The funny thing is because I never expected myself to be in China. Out of all the places in the world, I actually wanted to go to Europe. But I felt like China was more safe, which it is. You can go anywhere, anytime of night, and it'll be completely safe. It doesn't matter. So that was one thing. I chose China because of safety, and also because it was cheaper. It was a cheaper option, and it's a little bit different. I feel like everyone goes to Europe. Not French. Everyone goes to Europe, but I just wanted to kind of do something different, learn the language, the culture, and the business here. My best experience, I have so many. I would have to say my best experience was going to Suzhou. When I went to Suzhou, I went orange picking with a couple of my friends. I went to this village called Muju, which is like a really old, ancient village in Suzhou. And it was so beautiful. It was my first time climbing a mountain. It was really cool. And I know people go orange or apple picking back in America, but I never really went orange picking before.
Have a career path now?
As an orange picker, as a farmer, maybe, could be.
My best experience is definitely meeting the people here, trying out the food, my classmates from USAC, and just being here in general is like a pretty good experience in itself. It's a new city, and I'm glad I was here to explore it.
My best experience is to meet people from all around the world and make new friends, new contact, and
Especially from America.
yeah.
Oh
And yeah, it's really I was not expecting to make so much good friends, and I'm really happy to meet all of you.
When people say racism, it's ignorance.
Racism in China. In China, I think racism is more of an ignorance thing.
Racism in China is not that bad.
I think they're just curious. It's not a bad thing. So
I don't think they're as much racist as they just don't know much about black people. I know what they know about black people are probably from movies or like stories they heard through friends, so they can only go off of stereotypes.
I'm like biracial, but I think even if I'm biracial, some people I don't have any problems with Chinese people, but sometimes I know that I'm different, and but it's okay.
I remember my first experience in China. I got off the plane and I was doing my hair in the restroom. I was actually undoing my twist. And I was sitting on my suitcase and just undoing my hair, and it was this lady who was cleaning in the bathroom, and she's cleaning, and then she sees me doing my hair, and she kind of just stops and stares at me. She just stands like this, and she's just like, what is this? And then like every time I look at her, she's just like, oh, I'm not looking at you, I'm just cleaning. And then she even brought her friend over to come and stare at me. This was my first experience just coming off the plane in China. I think my face turned a little bit red. Maybe you could have seen it.
Since I've been here, people in China have been really nice. I mean, Shanghai is an international city, so I'm assuming they're used to black people. Worst experience I got was when I went to Shanghai Museum. There was a little kid, and she was just like, "Oh, black person, black person." And I was like, "Okay, walk away."
So you gotta do it.
The racism that I've received probably is just from like little kids, or just little kids or people who just think, oh my God, it's a black guy. Can I touch your hair? Can I, see if your skin rubs off? Or, like, are you from Africa? Yada yada. I don't think it's bad as much as like it is like a little innocence. Just they want to know. Just curious.
Clubs. I think some nightclubs prefer like black people, but no, white people. But it's okay. Most of the club, no problem with black people. Just some few clubs, and it's not so bad. It's okay.
China. Girls.
Dating. Hanyo visa.
Oh, it's awkward. Oh, it's awkward.
The girls here are there's two extremes. They're either really outgoing or they're really shy. So you have to find which one you prefer the most.
For the most part, they love foreigners.
Especially being black is definitely more of a trip. So I believe the girls here, even with any race, not even just black, they're really shy to talk to foreigners. They really prefer foreigners, I believe. So even if they're like really shy to talk to you, I'm pretty sure they want to talk to you, no matter what race you are.
They look at black people a lot. That's because you stand out, and they always associate with you like LeBron James or like some more basketball players. So yeah, pretty
Obama.
much. Yeah, yeah, Obama.
It's pretty good here though. I think there's a present for everybody in the world. Just happen to be more people here in China.
Yeah. It's pretty good. You'll find it.
So
Yes, I'll come back next year if I could. If I didn't have to finish my year back in America, I would definitely come back.
Yeah, definitely I will come back. I love it here. Don't really see myself anywhere else. It's a fun life. Nightlife is great. People are great. Food is great. Everything about it.
Especially, I learned the language here, so it's like no point of me spending 4 months learning this language if I don't know. Yeah, I need to come back.
Definitely, I actually encourage more black people to come to China.
Yes, black people need to come to China.
I would love it if black people came.
I think we need to start breaking these stereotypes and get a good image on us and make a good improvement here.
I feel like it's easier to get through this experience with like someone who's black who can understand like the problems or like I wouldn't really call them problems or like just things that you go through in China, like people staring at you and taking pictures. Like it's good to have someone to talk about that you can kind of like that understands where you're coming from a black perspective.
We need to study abroad in other countries more often. There's black people do not have financial means by any means, but if you could find a way, scholarships or getting sponsorships to come to another country, to share the black culture, to share who you are, to share your family's culture in America, to share all our history, it'd be really good for China and the rest of the world to know.
Yeah. So other than that, this was our experience from students' points of view, and I hope to make more videos later with new people because these people are leaving. So probably next semester we'll get more and I'll make another video. Other than that, I'll see you guys.